Welcome back to SCV. Today I'm joined by Stacy House, Marketing Director at the Westfield Valencia Town Center Mall.
You did it right again.
Wow.
That's twice today.
I had Spark today, I think, and that must be it, right?
That's what I need.
We are talking real estate now. Mike Bjorkman is in the house because Stacy House is in the house.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Always excited to have you here.
You know, it's fun.
Thank you.
It's always fun because you guys are old friends and you kibitz off camera as old friends. It's always fun to watch you guys go back and forth.
Outtake reel.
You know, I had to
Exactly.
point something out real quick. I don't want to venture too far off real estate, but Stacy helped promote one of our charity events that we had at the mall with HomeSmart and Sherry Brown and Zach McReynolds promoted. We asked her to help us promote it. She let us do it there, and within minutes, it was tweeted, texted, Facebooked. All the media was involved, and it turned out to be a huge event. And I really give her a lot of credit for that. So when she is doing community events, there's not a better person to manage the social media, which comes along with PR, which was an amazing job. So I wanted to publicly thank you for doing that.
Thank you very much. And
You're
I'm very,
awesome.
very glad that you brought that event to the center. So
That was
thank you
fun.
for that.
Now we're thinking of new ones.
Great,
should.
I'm in.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm in.
See?
All right.
See how
there you
easy
go.
that is at the
Deals
mall?
are
You
done.
have it on,
Who would have
on
thunk you could
camera.
use the mall for whatever you want?
Mike Bjorkman makes deals happen, right? Is that how we work?
Absolutely.
All right, let's talk about real estate. And you teased me a little bit ago.
It's Christmas.
3 gifts for Christmas, you
Right.
mentioned.
Every year, we always talk about real estate. So we want to talk about gifts that spouses can give each other, or mom and dad could give the family for a gift. And they're unusual things. And I thought I'd start out with the smaller one and go up. One thing that we saw in our industry a couple years ago is people were giving each other home warranties. Home warranties, you know, $500-600 is a really cool thing. It covers your home, all the major systems for the next year. And, you know, people that are very busy in this community, we usually have, you know, both parts of the family working 9 to 5, and when things break, it's a big hassle, it's a big pain. So if you have a home warranty, you pay the small deductible, and you can get things fixed. It covers your furnace, your air conditioning, your pool equipment, I mean, all sorts of things that you never think of. So anything that goes wrong with your house for the whole next year, you know, small deductible is taken care of. And it'll save you tons and tons of money when things break. So
Never thought about that.
yeah, it's kind of a weird thing. And, you know, as a real estate agent, for some of my good clients, we always do that. So I thought, why not? Well, the public should do that too. And so many people think, oh, I already bought my house, I can't get a home warranty. Well, you can place a home warranty on a home at any time. Isn't that an interesting idea?
That's a great idea.
is.
Yeah, I thought so.
Because that's something I think a lot of people think, okay, I'm responsible for the water heater, I'm responsible for the grass, I'm responsible for all these things, and that's a pain.
Yeah.
That's the one reason. I have heard someone say to me, I don't want to have to deal with those things. That's why I rent an apartment, because I let someone, that means it's someone else's responsibility. I don't have to deal with that.
Right.
That's a nice,
That's a whole nother show, for God's sakes.
exactly.
Gosh
exactly.
Second thing, things that most people don't consider during the holidays is, since I'm a real estate agent, I have this huge vendor list. All kinds of contractors right now are calling me saying, look, we're really slow. What do you have for us? So I thought, you know what a great thing if a husband and wife are sitting there going, what should we get each other for Christmas? You know, how about a new patio cover? Or how about a new furnace or kitchen? Because I know right now for a fact the slow contractors, I mean, there's always some that are fully busy, but the slower ones might cut a better deal, might give customer service level a little bit better since they're not running around like crazy. And there's plenty of time during the holidays to get things done. There might be even time to get things done before your family comes over. And instead of saying, oh, we need a new big screen TV or something, why don't you do something to improve your home, which inevitably will increase the value of the home.
Right.
You know, there's tons of things. I know one of my clients just got a pool put in this month, and it was like half the price that it normally would have been because the pool contractors were slow.
And
good
that's
time
going to
for that.
increase the value of the house, and then ultimately that money will come back to you when they sell the house.
Yeah, I have a 75-foot bar in my backyard, and I have a rotting eave on it. And my contractor called me and said, hey, man, I'm kind of slow. What do you have for me? And I said, oh, this. He's like, all right, I'll throw it in. And it was really inexpensive. If I'd call him during the summer, he'd say, yeah, I'll get to you when I get to you, buddy.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm thinking, you know what a great idea. The spouses should give each other or their home the Christmas gift and spend the money the right way.
That's number 2. You said there were 3.
Number 3 is my favorite. And most people, I know we've done a show on this before, but it's so important for people to remember. In this economy, so many people want to buy rental property. You know, there's not a better investment for a retirement vehicle. You know, what's better than having a tenant pay off the loan, It's an inflation-proof investment. It appreciates while somebody's paying your loan down. If the rents go up, if the inflation goes up, the rents go up to cover it. So it's a great investment. Most of my clients right now say, we'd love to buy, but we don't have a down payment. Well, so many people forget about their IRAs. My favorite thing in the world is self-directed IRA. I just had a client the other day pull out $100,000 out of their mutual funds or whatever. They're making like 6 to 8% a year. And with real estate, you could have a much better appreciation rate, or don't forget the fact that the tenant's still paying down the loan. So you can still finance with a self-directed IRA. Everything has to go through the custodian, of course. You can't touch the money. But how cool is that to be able to say, you know what, I have this huge 401k, I want to take the money out and put it into real estate. And that's where you can get your down payment from. And we forget about that so often. It shouldn't be forgotten.
I'm glad you brought that up, because it's actually so ironic. I literally last night was thinking, as I was thinking about your being on the show today, is real estate a good thing for a retirement account? And it seems like a departure. We're always told you want to put your money into the IRA or to a KEO or to your 401.
There's a bunch of different
401k
retirement vehicles, right?
All those different things that you would put your money into, and that goes into the stock market through mutual funds. That's what we're always told, and that's what we just kind of do. But what about the idea of real estate and taking that money and purchasing real estate? And those are things that I never even thought about as an investment vehicle, with tenants paying it down and you're appreciating it. What's the downside, possibly, just to play devil's advocate? In a downturn in the real estate economy, it doesn't come down as much as a dip in the stock market
Correct.
could possibly come down.
Yeah, no, in homes, they're always, if you buy in good areas, there's always a huge demand for rental property. There's always going to be tenants. But when the market crashes, if you've bought your investment properly, like right now, interest rates are historically low still, and you put enough money down that covers, so you have cash flow. Even if the market goes down, the rental income might go down a little bit, but you still should be able to cover that. So meanwhile, the tenant is still paying down the loan, regardless of the economy, regardless of the market. And then typically, when it rebounds, it goes up even higher than the last cycle. So I wouldn't say buy a rental property for a 2 to 3 year project. I'd make it a retirement vehicle, 5, 10, 15, 20 years sometimes. We just had a client, since I've been doing this over 20 years, we did a lot. We bought like 10 homes in Valencia, and that person sold most of them this year, and we turned it, and he was able to buy a $1.5 million apartment building in Dallas. And that apartment building is kicking off $15,000, $20,000 a month in cash flow. My client really doesn't have to work ever again, for making simple investments. And I think, if you don't have the down payment to buy, you might want to call your tax professional and say, hey, I'm interested in a self-directed IRA. The old thing where we're supposed to put 60% in stocks and 40% in bonds. Well, we all saw what happened.
Right.
If you have a nice diversified portfolio, including residential real estate, you're going to do amazingly well. And it's simple. You have a property manager handle it. All the money goes directly to the IRA. You don't have to touch anything. And it's a good, safe investment. And I think at this time of year, before interest rates do go back up, it would be a heck of a gift to give your family, because that will secure their future for a long time.
Very cool.
That's a great idea.
Little Christmas gifts.
Christmas gifts that are real estate related.
Yeah.
Great idea.
We could think of more, but maybe we'll wait till next week.
There's always more.
Mike Bjorkman, thank you very much, as always.
Thank
Good
you.
stuff. Home Smart
job today.
Real Estate. Yeah, Stacey House, thank you for filling in on short notice. It was awesome. You're always great to have around here. We're going to have you come around here a little more often.
Let's do it.
All right. Sounds good. Thanks again.
Thank you, guys.
And thank you for sharing a part of your day with us. We hope you have a good rest of your day.